think we've just hooked into another great big skimmer on the maggot line. We'll get this one landed and I'll talk you through what we've been doing. Thought it'd be something a bit different that I could talk through, and maybe you could apply it to a venue near you. Look at the hat. Thought that one was a carp when I upped it. Pop on that. So I'm here today at Broom Fisheries near Annan in Scotland. It's the first time I've been here since last summer. Now restrictions are lifted, we can drive up here and have a fish. And essentially I'm just big potting maggots. I've not got any other bait with me, just got plenty of maggots. It's a tactic that I used to fish here all the time when I fished on Queensby, which is the lake over there. Quite similar, but a lot of in that lake there's a lot of big hide. In here there's loads of hide, around 12 ounces to a pound, and some big skimmers like you can see. And basically all I'm doing is no kinder pot on the end at the moment, just putting like half a big pot of maggots in and trying to catch what I can over it before I have to refeed. A nice light rig, bulk and 2 droppers, but I'll talk that through in a bit more detail shortly. But let's see if we can catch some more. I'm only fishing about 8-9 metres. I've caught loads of big roach as well, odd hide, but I've had quite a few big skimmers to be fair. See if we can nail another one. And I'll talk through my rig. I can't really talk much more about the bait because it's quite simple. It's only a little fish, but when you fish like this, you catch everything, you know. Like from a skimmer to probably a little roach. We'll do in real time, see how many we can catch. Down to the bottom. So I think that's where I'm going to catch the better quality fish. See, that's another little small fish, so what we're going to do, tiny gudgeons, we've had a skimmer, a roach and a gudgeon. What I'm going to do is, put that one back, put another nice big pot of maggots in. I've got half a big pot there, as something I prepared earlier. Dump that in, and then go back in over the top, and I think the key is these eyes, they just love bait, so if you keep feeding, they'll come to you. That works. Just fishing, we've got 2 red maggots on the hook. Put your bulk right over where the maggots have just gone in. Just to try and get your bait down to the bottom. Hopefully any fish that have seen that bait go in, follow it straight down. These fish in this lake are so hungry, them hide. There we go, we've got one. Feels like an hide actually. Take the neck out, it's nice. It is. See, if you put in volumes of bait, no need for fishing ground bait or anything like that. It's a nice little hide. Oh, there we go. What I'll do, this one back and then we'll spin round. You can see all the maggots down its throat. We'll put them back and I'll talk you through the rig. Right, so in terms of the rig and the feeding and bait, etc., I'll run you through it, nice and simple. I just think feeding maggots is dead simple and really easy way of catching big weights of silverfish. If you've got a venue full of big-eyed and skimmers, it's dead easy to do. Your bait bill can be quite expensive at times, but it's something a bit different, so I thought I'd run through it. Got a long Daiwa top kit, so you've got plenty of elastic. I think when you're fishing for silvers, it'll do you well if you have a longer top kit. You've got plenty more elastic to stretch, and if you hook a carp, at least it's got enough elastic to sort of cushion them fish so they won't bottom you out as quite as easy. Got a little puller kit. This is just pink hydro, so just like with a little Dacron connector. I think when I'm fishing on the bottom, and I know I'm fishing on the bottom, I prefer to use this little connection here. So instead of attaching it straight to the elastic like I usually do on my F1 fishing. Just got mainline 017, a carbon stemmed float, that's a 4/16 with a nice visible bristle. I've dotted it right down, so I don't think it makes a massive difference. These fish just want to eat, they're really aggressive eyed when they're feeding. Bulker shot, and then I've got 2 droppers, and then 6 inches from the hook I've got my last dropper, and then an 011 hook length to an 18 SLWG. Probably could go a bit lighter if I had them with me, but to be honest with you, I've not got any lighter hooks tied up, so that will do the job perfectly. If I had a choice, maybe an F1 pellet or even like an 18's F1 maggot would be perfect. But that's the rig, dead simple, nothing really smart about that, just something, like you want that carbon stem float so you can catch fish through the water. You might catch them on the drop, you know what it's like, it'll sort of, your rig will settle with the fall of your bait. And then the only other thing you need is a massive, great big pot. Like have you seen before, I potted half a pot of maggots in that size, just literally scoop them in and then like feed that many maggots and go straight over it, and the fish will come straight down. You can catch like a big quality fish sometimes. You might catch 3 or 4 eyed off 1 pot of maggots, and then you'll have to refeed or rescue line, something like that. But that's it essentially. We'll go back, do some more fishing, and I'll run you through the process as I go. Right, so let's have another fish. I think I'm going to hook a red and a white maggot. I could try 3 maggots if I feel like there's a lot of silver there, but I caught an eye just before when we put a big pot of maggots in. So maybe we'll go and see if we can nail another one. Literally just dropping my bulk right over where my maggots went in earlier. Once an eye start coming, you can line them up quite quick. What I'm going to do, not going to mess about, literally just get my pot straight away, get my big pot, fill it with that many maggots, enough to hopefully drag a bonus fish in. When I've been on that other lake, where there's a lot of like 2-3 pound eyes, big skimmers, you can feed like a whole pot of a whole pot of maggots after every single fish, because them eyes will just come in and engulf an entire sort of pot of maggots. But them maggots I've got on are fine. Just pull your elastic part, not hanging out the end, and then dip out to where we potted the bait in, drop it right over the top, and then hope for a great big eye. There you go. Didn't take long, did it? See how quick it is when they're there. I think this could be a big skimmer or something. You're on them big eyes. It is, I think. Oh, it's alright. Right. Oh, look at that. Get in there. The size of him. Unhook him. I'll hold him up. See that? That's like 2.5 pound fish, that. Look at the size of that. See if we can get another. So what I'll do is I'll give it one more chance at that pot of bait that I put in. See if there's another fish there, and if I don't get another eye straight away, I'll come back in and put another big pot in. got to be really positive when you fish like this. There's no place for kinder pots particularly. There we go. Another eye. Another big one as well. Yes. This is why I come to Broom Fisheries. Look, absolutely mega. This pink hydro is perfect. Oh, it's a skimmer. Oh, I thought it was an hydro. I'd seen it flash. Look at that though. Like, that shows the power of like feeding big pots of bait. Put him back. Well, if we catch you, we might as well have another chuck, eh? Before I do that, I'm going to feed again straight away. So another sort of, maybe put another half a pot in. Just to try and keep them big fish in my pay, give them skimmers an eider in. I don't want to stop feeding when they've just arrived because they'll just swim off. So there, eat lots of bait, so you're best feeding. To keep them there, it's not a cheap way of fishing, you sometimes need a lot of maggots, but it is dead simple. It's just about feeding plenty bait, not overcomplicating things. Sometimes if I was on here, if I was fishing a match, I might start with a kinder pot, you know, just steady away, see what's happening. But a lot of the time, especially when them big fish come, you've got to feed some bait. So I'll put my hook bait right over that big group of maggots. Oh, little indication there. Absolutely belting day. Not the best eye conditions, and I must say, but thankfully we're just being pleasure fishing. They're playing ball. But if anyone's watching and you live local to Cumbria or Scotland, Broom Fisheries. Oh no! Oh, I think we foul up squad. That's never a good thing to do when you're catching these, but honestly, come give this place a try, it's mega. Right, hook bait's fine, we'll go and see if we can get another one. There we go. That's a big one as well. Get in there. Oh, I don't want to go home. It's another skimmer. Oh no, is it nice? Oh my goodness, I'm making a fool of myself. Not a clue what this is. You can see them flashing down in the surface. Oh, I think it's another skimmer or hybrid. See, just like keeping big volumes of bait going in, you can keep catching plenty of fish just like this on maggots. There's the back. And again, just put some maggots. Skip out. See if we can catch one more fish off that pot, and then we'll put some more bait in. And just keep repeating the process. Oh, the roach just took it on the drop. Bad is it? Don't mind catching much like that. Try and swing him. Come on. Yeah. Oops. Because that didn't even get to the bottom. Give it another chance. There could be a big fish waiting down on the bottom. Try and not. I don't want to. If I keep flicking my rig out, chances are you'll catch the either roach. So you want to try and get your bait down. So just sort of lay your rig in, right? Like just drop it in a sort of heap. And just fold your rig so it doesn't tangle. There we go. Oh no! Oh look there. from the net. Very enjoyable. This is like, I love this kind of fishing. I don't do enough of it with COVID and stuff, not being able to come up to Scotland for ages. Right, good fish as well. That was a skimmer. I expected to catch hide, loads of hide in this pond. Absolutely rammed full of hide. The hybrid. The brid. It's stunning, isn't he? Get him back. Put another pot of bait in. See, I could go and just try and keep catching, but I'd rather, even if I just put a handful in, you just a third fill your pot. So you've just got enough bait. I've done it before where I've filled that pot up every time, but them eyes in there, in between, they're all 3 pounders, so you've got to put a pot in after every fish, they'll just come in and hoover that up in one. And if you stop feeding, the lad next to you is feeding the same as the first fish. You've got to like keep feeding the bait. Catch the fish. So another 2 maggots on. This pink hydro works perfectly for these sort of silvers. Again, drop you right down to the bottom. That worked the last time. Trying to avoid them roach. Hopefully nail a big fish. There we go, I've got one. Now this is either a big skimmer or a carp. I'm hoping it's a big skimmer. See, that's the problem is there's a lot of carp in this lake as well, so if you're feeding a lot of bait you will have, this has got to be a carp. Can't be a skimmer. Oh, it is a skimmer, oh my word. I think it might be up under the chin. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Try and get him in anyway. Maybe it'd just be a case of being a little bit less bait, just the fish are there, maybe I can just stop big potting it as much. Try and calm them down. If there's that many fish there, then foul hooking them. It's just something you've got to try and work out on the day. Sometimes feeding loads of bait is the best thing to do. But the best thing to do, if you have foul hooked one, which I was dead one, keep your sort of pole tip low, and then lift up just before they get close to you and get it. Yeah, just under the wing, but that just gives me a sign that there's probably a lot of fish feeding there, a lot of bait. But that's a lovely fish. What we'll do is we'll have one more chuck and then we'll call it a day. It's been an absolute cracker today at Broom Fisheries. Sun's out, fish are feeding. Could it get any better? We've got 3 maggots this time. 3 maggots. Dip out to your spot. I'm only fishing sort of 8-9 metres here, but usually when we fish matches here, the best thing to do is start at like 8 metres on the bottom, kindering maggots, like sort of like a medium guru pot or something like that. And then like if you stop catching, add a section, you end up at like 13 metres. So they just sort of back off as the day goes on. Sometimes you just add the joint, or just put you back in touch with the fish. If they're sort of, got one. Get with this one in, call it a day after this, I think. Feels like a nice fish. Don't know what it is. Another great big skimmer. Oh, my neck. Can you beat that? You need to come pleasure fishing more often. Oh, look at him. An absolute stunner to end on. That's just a little video. I thought something a little bit different to the norm. Hold him up nicely. Little skimmer about a pound. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and you might be able to apply some of that sort of these tactics on a venue near you if you're not coming here, that is. Please comment below, like, subscribe, it's really helping out. I hope you've been enjoying the channel. I've really been enjoying doing the videos, learning a little bit about editing and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the bank soon, and tight lines.